Jimi Disu brought to you by Amstel Malta. Today is a happy day for me. In fact, this week has been quite happy. Thank God I haven't had to tell you we lost anybody. Rather, two of my very good friends and colleagues from way back, turned 70. Yesterday, it was Sonny Rabo. But long on Saturday was Gwega Adelaja, Mr. Gwega Adelaja, who we fondly call Lobito. You need to have a look at him, man. These cats don't look anywhere near 70. I can tell you this. Both in my, I don't even look anywhere near somebody's going to be 70 very soon. But I have Lobito in the studio. Lobito, is Mr. Gwega Adelaja is a renowned musician. And I was telling Philip that it's a pity that the country doesn't honor its own. The country doesn't honor its own. When it's time to give out chieftaincy titles and honors and whatever, it goes to all kinds of scallywags, politicians, and this and that, and Jagwajantis people. This man sitting down here in the studio with me, Lobito, he played with Hugh Masekela. Okay, so you young guys probably don't know who Hugh Masekela is. Google it. Okay? If you don't know, Google it. He played keyboards with Hugh Masekela. Did you play with Osibisa?
We actually did some rehearsals together.
With Osibisa?
Yeah, before Kiki Jan.
Kiki Jan.
I was to be playing the keyboards with Osibisa then.
Yes.
But Kiki Jan later came from Ghana, Accra,
yes.
to join the band.
But what was the choice of Kiki Jan against you?
There were really, Kiki Jan, majority of it was a matter of majority carries the vote because there were more Ghanaians in the band.
I see. Yes, way back then.
And then.
But your cousin was there, though. Michael
Dumosu. Michael Dumosu. This happened before Michael Dumosu joined the group.
That was another person. Yes. I remember, in case Michael Dumosu is listening, or if he gets to listen in the future, yes. I'd like to thank you for your T-shirts that I wore proudly. Yes. Way back then, I wore Michael Dumosu's T-shirts, Osibisa in front and Mike written at the back. Yes. I got it from Dosumu, his cousin, and I wore it proudly. Those were the days of music. Morning, anyway. I forgot to say good morning to you, and also I forgot to say happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
You don't look anywhere near 70.
We made it.
Shaking Yoni. No, I'm so excited. We're having a new set of 70-year-old older people. I think is it that the spirit is younger, or it's just a sign of the times that our own generation, we're not in a hurry to leave.
Yeah, I think it's an accumulation of what we've been through over the years and the kind of life style that me and you decided to live.
Yes.
And then mostly it's the grace of God. And then for me, I don't let anything bother me. No matter how grave or heavy, I don't let anything bother me. So I don't go too much into deep thoughts.
Yes.
I just live my life every day as it comes. I think that has helped me at least to stabilize my mind.
Well, I'm like that too. Anything that is going to weigh me down, I just weigh,
Exactly. But something heavy, the way the country is going now, and I'm talking about Nigeria, it's really making most of us grow even older.
Well, you can say that again. If you look at what I go through, I'll give you an example. This morning, I had the displeasure of having to review the news about the Akponkpo Bridge.
Oh, yes.
Something that is commonsensical that we've been talking about for the past 3-4 years.
That's right.
These people make you look like a superstar that you are not.
Exactly.
Everybody's not saying, Jimmy said, so do you need somebody to tell you that you don't put anything on under the bridge?
They stop petrol under the bridge.
Everything.
Flammable.
They just make you look like a superstar that you are not. And it's distressing.
It is.
I didn't sleep well all night. Not that I was worried. I wasn't worried. We know that our lives have no value in this country.
But can we stop petrol under the Tower Bridge in England, for example?
You can't even get there.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't even get there. Under the bridges, you have their event center, taxi. At least the very least, but our boys mo come and fat tafe nbe jo kan lábẹ́ bridge ìjọba.
Bridge tó bá dalẹ̀ wọ́n á rọ̀bì yan go.
Ká dẹ́rù bà yàn.
But where are the with the regulatory authorities, the police?
We have a government really. We have a government that just can't discipline anybody. They just can't. Look at Okada.
Exactly.
You say you've banned Okada everywhere.
They are riding against
traffic
on the left side.
So these things would age you ultimately.
Definitely.
Where even to live your normal life, there's no lights, there's heat, there's this, there's that. But you could. I mean, okay. Tell me the bands that you played with. Internationally,
from secondary school.
Yes.
Yeah, when I traveled to the U.S. in the 1970 to attend Howard University School of Architecture.
Okay.
But in between, we started a group, and then the Hugh Masekela was the first. Even before Hugh Masekela played, came to engage us.
Yes.
We had a group in Washington D.C. area with some Ghanaians. We used to play at the embassies, and then we were being managed by an Black American, Ron Hood.
Okay.
And he got us gigs with Chaka Khan.
You played with Chaka Khan?
Even before Hugh Masekela. Gil Scott Heron, and then Hugh Masekela came and then engaged the band. And then we recorded 3 albums with him while we were on tour for 3 good years. While we were on tour, we were recording albums, so different studios, Hit Factory. There's a studio in Macon, Georgia. There's a studio in Chicago. I can't remember all the names.
All the names,
While we were on the road touring, playing, that we were also recording. So we ended up recording 3 albums with him.
When you played with Chaka Khan, did you play with the band Rufus? Or you were
his band? When I said
solo?
Played with Chaka Khan, we played on the same. We had our own group.
I see, on the same set.
Yes, on the same set.
Yeah.
We opened, and then Chaka Khan played.
Yes.
With his group, Rufus.
I remember Rufus, very tight
band.
Tight band.
So, it was interesting in those days. I was very young, but I had the opportunity of traveling all over the U.S. with him.
Were you under social pressure then? Did you go astray like it would have been for young people?
I didn't go astray, but I just loved music, and the opportunity came. That, for Hugh Masekela to engage us, the band. Most of the band, some members of the band had already played with Hugh Masekela with Hizole, the band that he took from Ghana with Faisal Helwani that supported him.
So tell me, did you ever have the opportunity to back Miriam Makeba?
Oh yes, we played with Miriam Makeba in Monrovia. We lived in her house. That was when we were on a West African tour. Miata Fambule,
Miata Fambule, yes.
She's a witness to that. Orlando Julius, is also, we played in the
You remember
band.
the show you played with Orlando?
Yes.
Do you remember at the Elf end of year party?
Yes, I think Ikoyi,
yes,
on the rooftop or something.
Yes,
I can.
I brought in Orlando.
Yes,
and then you played.
Yes,
beautiful. It was heavy.
Yes.
How is Orlando these days? Though?
He's fine. He's living in Elisha.
Yes,
with his wife, with Latoya, and age. Because of age challenges, But
he must be in his 80s, though.
Yes, Orlando is in his 80s.
He must be in his 80s.
I think he's about 81 or 82 right now.
Yes.
But he's not playing as much as he was.
Is he playing at
before.
all?
I don't think.
Think so.
If I talk to Latoya, but I think he's still. I don't know. I haven't seen his show in the last couple of years.
That's another. When I think of Orlando, I think of the unspoken tussle between him and Fela as to who started Afrobeat.
Afrobeat or not?
Who do you think started Afrobeat?
To be honest,
let me put you on the spot.
It is Fela, because Orlando too was playing in Ibadan.
Yes,
but I think Fela was the one that started the real Afrobeat, to say the least, because all the time he was playing at Sunday Jump and all that with Kakadu, which we used to attend when we were in school, when we break bounds and then attended. He was playing High Life, but then it was, the High Life was slowly evolving into Afrobeat. Because but when he came back from the US and he released Jim Kuku, I think that was the first real Afrobeat. But I
Yes.
think Fela started Afrobeat. And
Well,
he made it
I
very
think
popular.
it's just a matter of a name, really.
Exactly.
Because the at some point the music was almost the same, but Fela of course veered and moved into. By the time he finished playing Black Man's Cry and Fight
Yes,
and
yes.
Chechema and all those
Yes.
ones, by the time he crossed over from Lady
Yeah.
all the way down into Unknown Soldier, Babati Law.
Babati Law. And Fela had he had training in music. He went to school to study music and
Yes.
arrangement, horns,
It's
arrangement,
always you can always notice the difference.
exactly.
And that is something that bothers me about today's musicians.
Yeah.
Where I wonder what you feel about some of this music that we are hearing today. A lot of people like it. They're making the Grammys and whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't see any music in it.
Definitely, me too. Because it's
I
just
don't
a
see-
reflection of the way the world has become today. The whole world, the way
Yes.
people are down. The world isn't as organized as when we were growing up when we were in secondary school in
Yes.
the 60s and all
Yes.
that. The world has advanced technology and all that, but I think in another 50 years it's going to be a serious problem.
Does it frustrate you when you listen to today's music? The lyrics are not good. There's no music. First of all, it's all about beats.
Yes.
Okay, boom, bam, igiding, bam.
There's a new one called Zazu.
Zazu. Then there are no lyrics. The lyrics are all about Gbasi, Gbamo, nothing to
Gbaju.
inspire you. If you look at the contributions of people like James Brown and Black and Proud, Fela, Black Man's Cry, and all these things, Sonny Okosun,
Curtis Mayfield.
Curtis Mayfield, even back home, Philosophy, Ebenezer Obey,
Ebenezer Obey.
even the likes of Rex Jim Lawson,
Oh, yes.
Victor Laya, and so on and so forth.
Victor Waifu, Ike
Wifo,
Dairo.
Ike Dairo, you look at the lyrics, they're so inspiring. What you have today, the lyrics, most of the lyrics you have today, Philip, the music your generation is listening to is to take off your trousers.
Honestly.
Okobati warara.
Bumper to bumper.
And somehow, I don't think it will do the society much good. Because I look at the number of rape that you have now, the number of rape, assault, and so on and so forth, lack of respect for women.
Right.
In those days, remember the toasting days? Some people have to go to Yaba to go and buy a exercise book in the Garden of Love where birds are singing, the kind of respect.
Exactly.
I remember even at school dance, you go and say, may I have this dance?
Exactly.
And so on.
Now
Now,
rush.
it's great. You know, that kind of thing. That's what you have.
It's terrible.
And are you worried as I am?
Jimmy, I'm as worried as you.
You know?
Those days when we used to go and watch Fela at the shrine.
Yes.
And he always had a message,
Yes,
social message.
yes.
If not something that is not going wrong, something that is not going right, he
Yes.
always sang about it. But I am as worried. That's why I'm saying that in the next 20, 30 years, how are things going to be in Lagos? Are we going?
Wow.
The Okadas now will not. The way people are behaving now, if it is not checked,
Well, we might have another 4 years of this rot because this gentleman is obviously going to get a second time. He's doing the bidding of his handler. Sorry to use that analogy, but I'm not in that polite mood this morning.
Me too.
I look at Akpombo is shut down now. That's another problem entirely.
Honestly.
That could have been avoided.
Of course,
By common sense, by just applying the law. Look at the state.
Yeah. I live in Shangotedo. There is no day that I'm driving from Shangotedo to come to the island that I don't have Okada driving against me.
Yes.
And then the government vehicles, pilot vehicles or whatever,
yes.
they join them and this.
No, let me tell you.
They are driving
Baba
against
Dagba.
traffic.
They are not government pilot vehicles. They are individuals who now buy. Who now buy? I don't want to use the brand name. Who now buy pickup vans and put a strobe light on top. It's all the big boys.
Nobody to stop them.
All the new, if only Mama could see me now, who don't understand what it is to be well.
So in 20 years' time, what will
Zazu.
what will become of that? Are we going to be able to breathe in this
For where?
city that we were born?
In another 10, 15 years, this state, if you're not careful, will be underwater.
Well,
unless
God forbid.
something drastic is done. The
Unemployment.
level of indiscipline. And then what we have done is, with that indiscipline, with that lack of will to apply the law, you now attract all kinds of characters from all over the world.
States,
I had one boy who came here the other day. I said, "Oh, but how you reach Lagos now?" He said, "Okay, when I just put some money together, I go for motor park and enter motor." It was live on radio here. I enter motor. I said, "When you reach Lagos, uncle, what you going to say?" Okay, I just find my way.
Find my way.
He just find my way.
FMW, find my way.
FMW. Find my way. I have Goye Gadolaja in the studio. Do we have Mr. Tony Benson? We don't have him yet. Okay, Mr. Tony Benson is going to join us for, okay, a lot of you guys might not know Tony Benson. Tony Benson, of course, is the son of the late Bobby Benson. Bobby Benson. And those are the ones who play the music we grew into. But I tell you something promising that I see in the music world. Omo, you need to listen to Made Kuti.
Oh, yeah, he's the future.
Aish.
He is the future of
You see,
Afrobeat.
like you rightly said, it's good for people to be professionals in their whatever. He didn't stumble. He's not playing the music just because his father he studied. Yes,
you can see the reflection.
You can see the reflection in his music, and you know. When I think of the bands of old, I watched his. I'm going to his next show definitely. Yeah. Inshallah, I will go to whether there is Ramadan or whatever. I will probably just agree to meet there.
Yes.
He is very, very promising. I've had him in the studio twice now. Promising young man, and that gives me some hope. Because, okay, all the music we have will win the Grammys, but what we don't know is that I think people don't understand that there could be a conspiracy to stifle the kind of music that we listen to. They give you Grammys as freebies to make you happy,
Carrots.
but you won't grow.
Exactly.
It is music that made people like us.
Yes.
Definitely. The philosophy you got from music.
Yes.
That's what made people like. You hardly find somebody in our own generation and in our own whatever who. It doesn't mean that I never played music. I'm not a musician, but the lyrics of those old and listen. Look at what Bob Marley has done to Jamaica.
Exactly. His music is the lyrics.
His music.
It was Fela's lyrics that attracted most of us to the shrine.
To the shrine.
And the music.
His original music. It is part of your development. But what do we have? Most of our current young musicians now are behaving like renegades. Okay, fine. Fela was okay, fine. So he smoked Igbo, but the messages, the music.
It wasn't Igbo-ish.
It wasn't Igbo-ish?
Yes.
You had to like to correct. Give me what that man went through.
They beat the hell out of him. They broke all his bones on his body. Just because.
And he stood there for the masses.
Yes.
What we have, I saw a video of one sitting on a rooftop with one Oyinbo, I don't want to name the brand, big brandy in his hand. I was on the rooftop and was throwing money at people, and I said, oh my show. Oh my show. This is not going to get us far. And we people also, let me also ask you, the politics in Europe against black music. I believe that Osibisa were disintegrated by the Western music organizers of that time, and it was deliberate. Because Osibisa was very tight.
Oh, fantastic. Osibisa was even managed by a white man, Britain, I believe, Jerry Brown.
Yes.
His office was on Oxford Street, number 1 or 1 something, Oxford Street. I remember it very well. Jerry Brown. But it got to a time that I think Osibisa's music was very powerful. This was a black African group. And the whites were responding to them very positively. So I don't know what happened. And then I think there's nothing the black man tries to do, especially if you are in Europe or America. If you are not careful, if you are gaining a lot of popularity, they will find a way. When I say they know them. They know whether it's Illuminati or whatever force or whatever. They will find a way of suppressing that. And I think that is what happened to Bob Marley too, because he couldn't be making all the money and all that in the Western world, and he was so popular with his music, spirituality, and everything. So it is there. James Brown, Michael Jackson. You know. But people like Elvis Presley will be worshipped. They will, this new young guy that is singing now, I've forgotten his name now.
Which one?
Something Baba, something Baba.
Philip, do you know?
Something Baba. So, he's a young boy. He lost in Dustin Bieber. He did something with Wizkid or something, So those ones will be allowed to rise exponentially. But the black, no matter how popular you are, it will get to a point they will put a ceiling on you.
I'm sorry to go personal, but I'd like you to look at this scenario. I won't mention names, but when I make the allusions, you'll know who I'm talking about. A young guy who just strings music from this one, that one, takes the bass from here, takes this from that, is given a Grammy.
That's right.
A guy whose father left a legacy for him that is continuing on black music, keeps struggling to make the Grammy until he's no longer interested. What does that tell you? They know what they're doing.
Yeah, of course.
And Nigerians need to understand the conspiracies in the Western world when it comes to music. I love the Western world for one thing. They know where their interest lies. And they don't joke about it. We have no interest. 1 minute. Okay. I got to take a short break. I got to take a very short break. And we'll be right back. When we come back, we'll try and see if we can grab Mr. Tony Benson to make his comment. So don't go away.
Hey, put a spotlight on me. Now let me tell you this. I used to care for the world's opinion.
And I used to fear their rejection.
Or more, I used to beg for validation.
And I used to wait to be seen.
But now, no more.
No more.
No more.
Because my time.
My time?
My time.
My own time is now. So what are you waiting for?
I'm still Malta. Be your best.
Hey, put a spotlight on me. Now let me tell you this. I used to care for the world's opinion.
And I used to fear their rejection.
Or more, I used to beg for validation.
And I used to wait to be seen.
But now, no more.
No more.
No more.
Because my time.
My time?
My time.
My own time is now. So what are you waiting for?
I'm still Malta. Be your best.
Yeah, you're welcome back to Morning Digest, to the Daily Digest, with Jimi Disu. And this is brought to you by Amsterdam Malta. And Heavy Wind, in case you are listening, where Gadelaja, you just recognize your music and said, that's Adeniji. He is coming up with very good Afrobeat.
Fantastic
musician.
Yeah.
He did, all the music you hear on my program was done by him.
Fantastic musician.
Yes. I guess he'll fill in the shoes. Quite. Do we have Mr. Benson now? Hello, good morning, Mr. Tony Benson.
Good morning, Jimmy.
How are you, sir? How are you doing?
We thank God.
Wega Adelaja is in the studio.
Omoga.
Ajolo School.
CMS. You both went to CMS.
Yes, sir.
So how are you, sir?
We thank God.
And what do you remember of him? What are when you think of him, what crosses your mind?
Well, we were all scrawny those days.
Yes.
And, being a boarder, and they lived in principal's residence, we were quite close.
Yes.
On a constant basis.
Yeah.
I was in the music group.
Yes.
And because of our financial constraints, I actually helped build our bass guitar then.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's how the group started.
Yeah. And Tony, do you remember that your dad, late Bobby Benson, also donated some musical instruments to the school band called the Cannons?
When I heard you reading out so much information,
yes,
my brain is half gone because I can't.
But let me ask you, did you have to break bounds to go to your father's club, Kabam Bamboo, then?
Did I have to do what?
Did you have to break bounds, like the Bogba, to go to your dad's club, Kabam Bamboo, when you were in school?
No, what happened was that even during school start, he would come and take permission.
Exactly.
It's a miracle I passed, so
Yes.
even though the last wrong.
Okay. So had you started playing with your dad then?
Of course.
Oh yes, I did.
Yes.
But and then later you had your own band while he was still alive, I guess. I remember that.
Well, let me just correct complete. I played by force by fire.
Really?
Oh yes.
Uh-huh.
One didn't have a choice.
It's interesting to know that the two of you used to play keyboards. Great guys, and of course the two of you still play. I think I have one of your CDs that you. Well, by the way, did you make any CD? Have you made any music?
Well, I recorded 3 albums.
Okay.
Yes, since I returned from the US.
Yes.
But I'm even trying to respond to Tony's beats now. Tony was given permission by the principal to go and appear with Bobby Benson.
Benson, yes.
To play. But we who were the students, we used to break bounds.
Break bounds,
to go and watch Tony at the bamboo room, in those days, and then we made sure we returned to the school on time
before daybreak.
And then
and
before we left the school, we used to package the bed, put some dirty clothes so that
you look at it. How come the masters never discovered that trick?
Because our boarding house master Baba Oduyibo had eyesight challenge. So he would just come with because when we are sleeping, they switch off the light.
Yes.
He would just come on once he sees some object. The
boys are sleeping.
We don't know that we are at Kabam Bamboo, and we walk all the way from Bariga to Kurodu Road.
Yes.
Because there was nothing else. After studying in school and doing our prep and everything, we want to.
Okay, finally, let me let you go, Mr. Benson. Is there anything you want to say about Wega for him to hear?
Well, it's nice to hear everybody again. My regards to Sonny Rabo.
Yes.
He's back in Lagos because he was saying Ijesha though. I know he was in Abuja before.
I'm back fully in Lagos.
He's back in Lagos.
I'm in Shangotedo. I live in Shangotedo, which is after Aja.
We'll link up.
And I have a studio in the house. If you will come, anytime you come, you can come and spend there. Guest rooms there and all that, And
let me embarrass myself.
Yes.
Where is Ijesha?
No, it's
Shangotedo.
It's after shop, right?
Don't worry, we'll put you in a Uber.
Exactly.
They kidnap people.
No, they won't kidnap you. I got them saying they go to Ibo.
I was going through my network, and then they said if you want to take Uber or Bolt, said that they remove the back lock, so they don't lock you in.
No, don't worry, you'll be safe. We'll put you in a safe Uber. Or come by sea now.
Yeah.
No, John.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
God bless you. That was Mr. Tony Benson. Now, one thing I also remember is that when we were growing up with the music, we looked forward to soloists.
Yeah.
Then there was the organ. I say it's grinding the organ. Yeah. I remember when you think of who played keyboards then, Fela did. Yeah. I think somebody played for Mono Mono.
Yeah, Johnny Hastrop played the keyboard.
He played the keyboard himself.
Then Dookie Housing, right. Johnny Hastrop is in Oakland, I believe. We've been chatting sometimes back.
Wow.
And it's getting to 80 now, something like that. But he had a mild stroke.
Okay.
Johnny Hastrop, Mono Mono.
Yes. That's a whole different.
Remy Kabaka,
where's Kabos?
Kabos is in the US too, in the Oakland area.
Our boys only play continents. To you younger ones, we taking the Nigerians who made a lot of impact on the international scene. Way back then. I remember soloists. You remember Igochiko?
Oh, yeah.
Saxophone
with Fela.
With Fela, yes.
And then we were what Yinka Alakijatu is doing with High Life now is beautiful. I think we should talk about that now.
Okay.
Trying to revive High Life. And I think that is a wonderful thing because High Life is dying, whether we like it or not. High Life is dying. I mean, the last good high life music I've listened to recently is what Troop Face did with Victor Laya's
yes.
Eba Mi Sọ Fún Sisi Yẹn Kó Máa Lọ. You know, so we don't have many of our popular like artists, Afrobeats artists, like call themselves Davido, Wizkid, using some of the old high life tunes of the past and rearranging them. And all that. So, but what Yinka is doing, I think I like it because I listen to some of the high life with his band, Yinka Lakija's High Life Messenger.
Oh, the Beatles, there was one that they did with Babani.
Babani, yes.
Also,
yes.
Babani is 82?
81.
81.
No, is it 81 or 85 or so? I can't. He celebrated recently.
No, it's 82 or 83.
Yes. But he's there. I would love to see more of our popular.
Did you ever listen to YS Akinebosun?
Oh, of course. YS, yes.
YS, the saxophonist
fella.
You can't have those things anymore because the people are lazy when it comes to music. Well, they're lazy when it comes to anything. Everybody is on a quick.
Yes, it's all what they call loops. They just loop.
Yeah, when I remember those days when people like you would be grinding the organ, and until the new keyboards came, I remember fella had three keyboards.
Yes,
one in front, two by the side.
Yes.
Oh
yeah.
Okay, I'm going to open up our lines. If you have any message, if you want to contribute. Sorry that I've occupied the time going down memory lane, but you have to excuse us once in a while. When you're at this age, these things do happen. Let me take my first caller for the day. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning, who's calling?
Yeah, this is Pastor
Ladipo from Orile Gomo.
Yes, sir. From Orile Gomo, sir. In fact, Uncle Jimmy,
yes,
you made us to remember the good old days.
Yes, sir.
Music for everything. In fact, if a child is misbehaving, there is a certain music they will play, and that child will come back to his senses.
Yes.
You see, they are taking morality out of the music these present days. And which is the core reason why we play music. We don't just play music to dance.
Yes.
We play music to even learn something.
Yes.
I don't know whether you understand me. So, for me, I wish those days can come back again. Where we have our musicians play to the point where people will sit down and reason.
Yes.
Thank you, and God bless Nigeria.
God bless you. God bless you.
He's saying the truth.
Yes, it's the new thing now is to be selfish.
Yeah.
You know, I just want to be popular.
Exactly.
I want to appeal to the little senses of people. Bang, bang, boom, bang, boom, bang, dabo. But a lot of what I hear, I keep wondering. People ask me about these musicians. I say, I can't listen to this kind of music. I have nothing against those who want to.
Yeah, me too.
But I didn't grow up in that era. I mean, when I'm listening to a Carlos Santana, for example, listen to a nice guitar. Did you ever play with him?
No. But I watched him live.
You watched him live? Wow, I'd give anything to do that.
Fantastic.
Musician.
If we are listening to Carlos Santana, I get goose pimples.
Goose pimples, yes. So there's nothing wrong with me. I used to think that there was something wrong with me the way I feel when I listen to Carlos Santana and his wailing guitar. And so those things played on your imagination. They took you on a trip. You come back feeling good.
You remember that song? You got to change
your evil ways, baby.
Black Magic Woman.
Yes.
Mirage. Oye Komova.
Yes. Who is your favorite musician, if I may ask?
Fela Anikula Koko.
They have no choice.
He has inspired me a lot.
You have no choice. Did you play with the Africa 70 or Egypt 80?
Fela used to. Whenever I go to the shrine, Fela will say, Ade, he will call me up to the stage
to come and play
solo. To come and play solo. He always did that anytime I went to the shrine. And I think there was something he appreciated or liked about me when I was playing with Hugh Masekela, because we also came to Lagos and visited him at the shrine. He was his very good friend, by the way. Hugh Masekela was Fela's very, very good friend. Between then they struck, because Fela started with trumpet.
Yes.
That was his main instrument. Before he started to play saxophone when Chico died. He started to play saxophone, and then.
But he wasn't a good saxophonist, though.
Well, you
Even
know,
Femi, he virtually admitted that when I said that his fella is a first-class composer and arranger.
Yes,
You can't take that from him.
Yes.
But when it comes to solos,
Yeah.
he had a problem.
But he hit some notes that.
Actually, the truth is that his personality it made up for what was being produced on the sax.
Yes.
His sax would always sound sometimes a bit off key and things like that.
Some loose notes.
Loose
but
notes.
then, if you listen carefully and deeply,
Yes.
he played some notes that ordinarily, if you don't know about music or you haven't studied music, probably won't be able to hit those.
Hit those notes.
Or on the sax.
Which song are you thinking of now? The solo in which song?
The fella song I like best is Go Slow. Pam, 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 pam,
Okay.
pam, pam. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da.
My favorites. I have to put my fella's favorites in sections.
Yeah.
With the Kula Lobitos,
Yes.
well, I don't have any favorite as such.
Yeshe, yeshe,
Yeshe,
yeshe.
yeshe. With the Africa 70, my favorite is Shanshema. Yes, and in that Shanshema, my favorite part is when Igodigo blows the solo. However, when you move to the era of Nakpoi, when he did a combo, he did the collaboration with the Tony Allen.
Oh, yeah.
Keyboards and drums.
Yes.
By the way, we need to pay tribute to Tony Allen too.
Yeah.
Fantastic drummer. Did you ever play with him?
Oh, many times.
Oh, really?
His last concert we played together here in Victoria Island. There's a
Really?
club, the Invite or something like that. When he came home, I think that was in January, and by April he was dead.
Wow.
I think the last concert in Nigeria, we played at. There's a club here that our friend who promotes Lagos International Jazz Festival, Shadari,
Yes.
in Spiro.
Yes.
They were the one that many people were there. That was
Wow.
his last show in Nigeria.
In Nigeria.
Yes.
Sad to
Sadly,
listen.
he passed.
He passed on. All of us will pass on one day anyway.
Man, but
Kò sẹ́ni tó jẹ́ kó kú mọ́.
Èmi ò ready láti
Èmi
pass
kò
on.
lọ o,
Èmi
Lobito.
lọ, mi ò lọ anywhere.
By the way, where did you get this name Lobito from?
Lobito was from secondary school.
Yes.
From when we started the school bands.
Okay, and
the
they were-
canons. The canons.
The canon.
You know,
So where
was
did
the
that
one-
Lobito come from?
It was just one of our rehearsals. Somebody just Lobito, and that was how the name.
You
got
know.
stuck. Oh, yes. So, but they are late Dupe House in Right.
Yes.
Kinmi Akingbeyin, Dr. Shikwade Jagun. Those were members of the band.
Of the band.
school band then, the canons. And
You remember we had school bands, CMS, maybe
Igbobi Rockets.
Maybe had the Rockets.
Yes, King's College, Richard Manua.
Richard Manua,
They had their
yes.
own band, Methodist Boys High School. They used to have.
No, Methodist didn't have. They didn't
Yeah,
have. No,
okay, they didn't have.
But St. Gregory's did.
St. Gregory's did.
By
yeah,
the
Ofege.
way, I contacted Richard Manua on Ricky
Yeah,
on
Facebook.
On Facebook.
Yes,
He's in the UK now.
Yes, in
He's
the UK.
That was one goalkeeper you remember who used to catch penalties.
Of course, Ricky Manua.
Ricky Manua.
Ricky P.
Ricky P. I also spoke to Mato.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to bring him on my show. I don't know what's
slowing
slowing us down.
Igbobi College.
Igbobi College. Tobata Fili
Then Abefula was the first schoolboy goalkeeper that could hold the soccer ball with
his hand. Abefula came from MBHS.
MBHS, yes.
Yes.
Tall, and when he wanted to pick the ball with his hand.
With his hand.
People used to think it was magic, in those days. And then
By the way, are you conversant with the crisis going on between MBHS old boys and
the land crisis?
The land crisis.
Yeah, we've been hearing a lot. The MBHS was given the land many years ago to move from the very small Lagos Island to Victoria and Victoria Island.
Yes.
It is what is going on in the church. I'm sorry to say. It's not only Methodist. Even the land at 60
even the CMS.
School. 50 acres of land.
I just heard about Baptist Academy. I don't know it was the same in CMS.
It's the rot in the country that is allowing people to do things anyhow.
Wow.
With impunity. So it has grown into the church. Imagine school land and they want to build luxury flats.
Luxury flats.
When the school need laboratory, they need the research center, and the people.
The field for the children to play.
Exactly.
But we are fighting it though.
Yeah,
we are fighting
will join
it.
you in the fight.
We are fighting it. We're fighting
will
it.
join you in the fight.
There's this halftime, our halftime
Yes.
boxing. We've given ourselves 1 month.
Exactly.
To set that
Let us
before we
know.
don't
We
go.
will come, bring cameras, and make noise there. Make sure they.
What is happening in CMS? Baptacas have the same problem.
It's the same thing in CMS now. They have built all kinds of structures on the school land. But what the old boys did was to carve out an area which will not be infringed upon.
Upon.
So and they put money together and all that.
When these things happen, is it the religious bodies or people directly benefit?
Even the religious body, they benefit. Those who are at the top of affairs they know how they benefit. I don't want to say anything, because if I say anything, they will say Omoachidikin loan. Sorry. I don't want to put my. Let's just deal because
why not deal it's affecting the children.
Yes,
it's affecting the schools. And morally, we must be ready to put up a fight when things go wrong in this country.
Exactly. We will.
That's why you find that people think that I'm a bit antagonistic towards the state. But I don't have any other place to go. It's my state.
You are saying the truth.
I can't close my eyes. Exactly. It's difficult. Exactly. More so when I'm being paid to do so.
Yes. If they do something good,
yes. I mean, the other day, I was full of glory for the current governor for the thing that he did. I didn't have. I never met Fashola throughout his tenure. Even if he paid me,
yes.
That was a wonderful guy.
Of course.
Why can't we have somebody like that again? Lobito, you to run now.
You cannot run if you don't have money. The support is there, but the money is not there. You will be a good administrator, Disu. Jimmy. Me too, I think I can be a very good administrator, because
but that's where you see, this thing is that's where the problem lies. Yes. People will now be expecting you with all kinds of things. That's when the church will call you to come and break the first bazaar, the first this, they make
I will not go.
Chairman of Development Committee.
I will.
My lines are buzzing. Let me pick a call here. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, how are you?
Fine, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Good morning to our guy.
Yes, just go on.
Yeah. See, so
Congratulations. Clap for yourself.
I'm just trying to say, how did your people feel that time you guys did it? I don't know, because me as a Omadikin like this, that's what things I can't do. Is it that you people became black sheep of the family?
No, come on. That's what kind of black sheep. What by doing what?
Like following the worldly things.
Come on for road.
I don't know what's in this man.
I don't even know what he's saying.
I don't know where
Fela's father was a reverend. He just took off.
Fela's father was a reverend, but although he was a revolutionary with
and then people always
speaking the truth.
People always equate. We don't look at things with an open eye. We are so enclosed.
Yes.
And worldly things.
Yes.
If you don't do worldly things when you're in the world, where will you do it? Have you forgotten this one? Where you're walking,
then he mutilaye mbi o de wa lo mu to poju wa lo jasi koto yin o da.
I have two people trying to call me here. One of them is Inka Ibidunni. It's an old student of the Methodist High School. I'm sure he wanted to say something. And the other one is Bambo Ademiluyi, SKC, Florida. Yes, Bambo. But I can't pick the call. They have to call the. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning, yes.
Yeah, I love what you are saying this morning.
Thank you.
You say you never mentioned Uncle Tujo Ilana.
Those ones are above us.
In London.
You say the type of music they play today is not music. I'm sorry to say that.
Yes.
I remember Uncle Tujo telling us some time ago when we were rehearsing together at the Mekong under the Lagos Center of Arts and Culture. He brought out his what do you call it now? This piano of what it is. Yeah. And was said, hey guys, go to music more.
No, there's no
music. With this that I'm holding, go sing continue of the shit.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. We usually allow just like a minute. Tujo Ilana was more of an Ibadan person. I don't think he played in. Did you ever?
He has a club. A boy has been in England since.
No, I've been to his club in the UK.
MOK,
but I heard they've shut it down now.
He sold it. Because
yes.
Egbo is old now. He's partially blind.
Oh, really?
Yes, Egbo is partially blind, and he's old. Egbo should be about 85 5.
586, yes. About Bolecho in gas
He's
age.
not playing.
But you can't forget
regularly.
Surah the Tailor easily.
Of course. Alaru
Yeah.
Tunje
Tunje Bredi.
Okete.
Which one is Okete now? That's
There's a
Buturat.
song. There's one
I
song.
know.
Okete. He sang it. He wrote a song.
Well, you know Okete actually features in folk songs.
Yes.
Like the tortoise.
Yes.
Ijapa.
Ijapa, you know.
Okete. Okete. You don't know what it says.
Kolemo.
Oh, Okete.
Oh, my bushmeat, yo.
What about Lagwaja? You forgot to mention.
Bisade. My good friend. Bisade.
Yes.
We don't get
Is
to
he still
see
playing?
him. I don't know. Maybe he's
I
not
don't
even
get
in
to see
the country
him.
because he has become a recluse. He doesn't go out unless I think he's in the States somewhere.
Really?
Because I haven't seen him for for up to 4 or 5 years now.
I've been looking for him. I interviewed him once, so it was quite fun.
Yes,
He gave me I wore a Lagwaja outfit.
Yeah, yes.
But it was easy to recognize me because Lagwaja Okin Yokum.
Exactly.
I don't know. Those who saw my big belly said, I know this is not Lagwaja, this must be Jimi Disu.
This is Temedu.
To Tamedu, Let me take another call. Hello, good morning. No, we lost that one. Hello, morning. Hello. Hello, morning.
Hello, good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning.
Good morning to our guests as well in the studio.
Yes.
Clear road for Jaga Jaga.
Yes.
My name is Dujaya Matosho.
Yes.
Well, the kind of music we listen to now.
Come, please. Let's pick another call. When you call, please don't call from a noisy environment.
Exactly.
So we can hear you loud and clear.
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Hello, sir.
Please go on.
This is Mrs. Adelaja Toyin.
Toyin.
Roluga.
Roluga. Well, Adelaja. Adelaja is a big family.
Adelaja. Mrs. Adelaja Ni Roluga.
Roluga.
Okay. Roluga.
Yes, sir.
Those two names sound familiar, yes.
Yes, sir. I'm related to Bra Roluga.
Okay, go on.
Your friend that you announced his death during the last.
Oh, okay, Okay.
Yes,
Please
sir.
make your contributions, man. You have just about a minute.
I just want to say happy birthday to your friend.
Okay.
I heard you announcing the birthday. I think that was Monday.
Yes.
And you were talking that he played the keyboard very well.
Yes. Okay, man. Thank you very much, man. Thank you. Let's pick one more call. Hello, good morning. Okay, please remember that you have just a minute and you call from a quiet place. Hello, good morning.
Uncle Jumbe, good morning, sir.
Morning, who's calling?
Yeah, this is Dan Baba.
Dan Baba, how you doing?
I'm fine, sir. Happy birthday to your friend.
Yes.
Thank you, Eshe. Thanks.
Uncle Jumbe, I appreciate you. And I want to let you know that all what you said, it takes a lot of deep thinking for people to understand you.
Yes.
So don't blame those who find it difficult to understand what you're trying to say.
Yes.
Indeed, good music died in Nigeria many years ago.
Yes.
And we cannot forget the role of media in a hurry.
Yes.
Because back then when I was growing up, there's a radio station in my state. You have to go and pay 100 naira
yes.
to feel a kind of music you want to listen to.
Yes.
Today, that is not on air again. It's who have the liquidity that their music is being played on air. I think that is wrong.
Okay.
I know they are in for money, but they should try and help the people that come with good lyrics.
Okay, thank you very much. I have some messages here. Wait, guys, this is from Mr. Folabi. He says, "I'm so happy to hear Steve-O's voice. I didn't know apart from Lobito, he also called Steve-O. Yes, he says that's what I call Boyega. I'd love to call in to wish him a happy birthday. We can't take calls on my line. Thank you very much. Calvin reminds us that Baba Ani is 86.
86.
Baba Ani is 86. Yeah. That's what we have here. You can't get Wega on this line. You have to call the studio line. Except to if you had told me ahead now, and you had Roger, I'm just joking. Call the studio line. We got to go.
Yes.
We got to go. It's nice having you. I'm so excited. I'm happy for you.
Thank you, my brother.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy for myself. Yes. You don't look anywhere nice. The thing, the new thing, in those days, 70 Papani. Yeah. I don't think you want anybody to call you Papa now.
I know one guy called me Papa when in Abuja. What was yesterday?
Adijao.
He said, money Papa. See, Mudagwatoba bed. Don't call me Papa again.
All right, we got to go. I'll be back tomorrow. My daughter, I have so many children. On the day I die, the Ankara factory will have to shut down with all my children who want to wear the uniform. I have so many children. Another one of them, Eyi's dad died some years ago, so automatically she became my child. Her dad was my very, very good friend. Now, Eyi went to university, struggled, finished. On finishing, I think she graduated one of the social sciences. I'll know tomorrow. And then he calls one day and says, Uncle Jimmy, I want to be a mechanic. Okay. Where is this coming from? A lady. Fine babe, not as if it's anything, no. Fine babe. And so he says, I said, look, he is about 23, 24. And she says that, Uncle Jimmy, and she said it with glee. And she was looking at me and said, Uncle Jimmy, I want to be a mechanic. She has started.
Yeah.
That story of how she thought she wanted to be a mechanic is what I want all of us to hear tomorrow. And I want you to hear it when she's telling me, because I still don't know what the story is. You know that Fridays are generally reserved for young people, and that's why EU fills that slot tomorrow. The techers come, and don't forget on Saturday, before I forget, Richard Mufedamijo will be in the studio. We want to lighten up things a bit. Let the politicians sort themselves out. When we have a presidential candidate, then we'll face that one again. For now, let them be doing consensus, or like my friends will say, consensus. Let them be organizing themselves. Lobito, happy birthday. Thank you very much.
Our studio engineer.
What's her name again? What's her name? Janet. Zainab. I forgot. I almost called you Fausat. And to Philip, thank you very much. The taggers are coming in now. Stand by, don't go anywhere. You'll be in for a whole lot of fun. See you tomorrow.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.